and Paul grabs me. So I went back through the crowd, and Paul actually met me wherever I came through the crowd. And Paul goes, "You need to go to Gorilla right now and see Vince." And I was like, "What the hell? What do you mean I gotta go see Vince?" He's like, "Get over there now."
Right.
I get over there, and Vince grabs me and hugs me, and he's like, "That was." Can I curse at all?
Yes.
That was great. Tommy reaches out to me. Tommy Dreamer reaches. Listen, Tommy's another guy. I'll give him a lot of stuff. Tommy helped me out through a lot. As you know, Tommy's helped a lot of guys.
Oh,
So,
I know now. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So
okay,
anyway,
I know now.
Tommy contacted me when they first came back. And now he didn't call me for the first show. I was on the second show. So the Zombie was on the first show.
Yes.
Okay.
I came out as Macho Libre for the second show.
show.
So I had the Jack Black outfit on, except I talked in Macho Man's voice, and they gave me the Slim Jim and all that
That's
crap.
hilarious.
Yeah, so I mean, I did that, and whatever I did it, I think they were fine with it, but there was no, nothing. And then there was another spot they needed, and it was this preacher thing. So once again, Tommy called me. He goes, "I need you for this date. You need to go out and buy a, he told me you have to go buy a button-up black shirt, buy a jacket, a pair of slacks." He's like, and just, bring the receipt. And they paid for it all too, which is great. So, I bought what I needed, and I showed up in Philly that night. That was in Philly. So that was the night after RVD and Sabu got busted.
I was there.
You were
was
there?
in the building. Yes, I was.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So they tell
That was
you
a great show.
Yeah, they tell you you're going to be this wacky preacher priest character.
Yeah, so I think Tommy must have told me right away what it was going to be, but I guess he told me, but I don't remember. Then I get there, and they fill me in on everything, and I think at the time when it was Tommy and Paul telling me, but Vince was 100% involved in the whole angle. That whole angle, Vince was out there the whole time, not Paul, it was Vince. So, because I think they were really trying to get Sandman over at the time, because all these angles were for Sandman. So I think they were really trying to put some effort into him,
Right. I just remember because it was such a different vibe than a Baldy. Yeah. And I remember I'm watching and I'm saying to myself, I don't know what I'm looking at. I love that you're working because I was thrilled for you. Right. But in the same token, I'm like, what am I watching?
Yeah, and the funny thing is that there was, it was just a one night gig apparently too. And it was just like the other one was. It was a one night thing. But it's weird. They gave me a ticket, to sit in the seat and everything. Like they gave me tickets, and I actually put it in the top, the top pocket of the jacket I was wearing. They gave me, the little priest thing and stuff. But at the end of the promo too, like I wasn't supposed to be a priest. Like I tore it off and said, I'm not a man of the cloth. So I really wasn't a priest. I just used it to get in the building. Well, but the funny thing was, I had the tickets, like I said, and when we did, Sandman comes over to me, the whole thing happens because I cut a promo, and Joey and Taz tell me to shut up, and I Vince is like, can you get over the rail slowly, because I'm a worker, we jump over the rail. Well, he's like, can you get it, so I make it like I'm, I can't get over it. Yeah. So Vince loved all that stuff apparently because on the headset he was going crazy. So anyway, that all happens. I get back on the other side of the rail. Sandman's coming over yelling at me. Or not even yelling. He's just in my face. And I start going, you can't do this to me. And I take the tickets out. I'm like, I have tickets. You can't do this. And I'm yelling at him. Vince was going nuts. He's like, oh my God, I love this. And I never heard it, of course, but this is what I'm told. So we do the whole thing. I go back and Paul grabs me. So I went back through the crowd and Paul actually met me wherever I came through the crowd. And Paul goes, you need to go to Gorilla right now and see Vince. And I was like, what the hell? What do you mean I got to go see Vince? He's like, get over there now. Right. I get over there and Vince grabs me and hugs me. And he's like, can I curse at all?
Yes.
That was fucking great. And he just hugging me. He gave me $1,000 bonus that night.
Oh, wow.
They mailed it to me.
Say
but
what?
He gave me $1,000 bonus that night.
Hello?
all the guys on headset, all the camera guys, they all thought that I was 100% part of that company now. They thought I was a brand new angle coming in, and because they wrote me. So the very next week, Tommy calls me up. It's 1 week later. It's, I don't know, Tuesday, whatever the night they taped it on. I forget. Tommy calls me up that day, and he goes, they're in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know where they were. They weren't anywhere close to my house. He goes, what's up, man? I go, hey, what's going on, Tom? He goes, we have a problem. And I go, what? He goes, you're written into TV tonight. And I go, I'm sitting home on my couch, Tommy. He goes, yeah, I know that. He goes, they think you're part of the show. And the way Vince reacted, he goes, they think you're a new character and they wrote you into the show. And
why didn't they send you a plane ticket?
That's because I think the writers all thought I was already part of the whole thing because of the way Vince acted. So it's very weird because I never got a job.
So somebody either put the kibosh on you.
Yeah, I got a kibosh, but all the guys were getting kibosh back then.
Okay. Like we're not going to say who, but I know you told me who. Unless you want to.
Nah, I mean,
okay. Now I know who it is.
Yeah.
Which I still don't understand.
I don't either. But if you do think about it, all the other ECW guys, the original ones, they were all being let go at that point.
Oh, of course we were.
They were all being pushed out the door.
So we never had a chance. Right. I knew before I even signed I was going to get fired. No.
Yeah, you never got it. You never got a chance.
No.
You never got a chance. So, and you were there that night too. So anyway, Tommy called me, told me about that. He booked me for the very next weekend, I think, which was, we were back in the Hammerstein. And that's where I saw you finally, Franny, because you were booked for the Hammerstein also. Right. Wasn't that like your first show or something too?
I don't know what the hell I did. I know, you know what it was? They used me for a promo there.
That's right.
It was the first time I was on screen.
But
I didn't work. Yeah. The first time I was on screen because Paul was like, we need boobs in the promo.
Yeah. So
Francine.
Yeah, we need boobs. Yeah, let's bring boobs.
Okay.
So Tommy books me for that building again for that show. And I'm thinking, oh my God, like I'm gonna this is finally it. Like, listen, since I was a child, and I'm not gonna bullshit anybody, I've always wanted to be a contracted wrestler with the World Wrestling Federation, WWE, whatever you want to call it. That was my 100% goal. People that tell you that that's not their goal, they're full of shit.
It wasn't my goal, honest to God. No. Because I didn't grow up wanting to be in the business.
Exactly.
There was a difference to it.
There's a difference to it.
Yeah.
There's a difference to it. So that I believe. But you understand, a guy like me that's wanted to do it since I was a child, this is my goal. Okay. So I really thought, wow, this is it. Like, I'm actually going to get booked. I got to the Hammerstein, and I'm telling you, all the writers, all the guys, the cameramen, everyone's like, hey, preacher, how you doing? I don't know these guys. They're all talking to me. I'm like, holy shit, like, this is really going to happen.
I'm so over here.
Yeah. And
that's great.
Because me and you were in catering together. We were hanging out in catering. And I did nothing that night. I got paid. I did nothing.
Do you think that they held it against you that you didn't make it to the town the week before?
I don't know.
like in their mind, oh, this kid really wants it bad. He should have been to the town, even though he was thousands of miles away.
No, because I think Tommy explained it to them that, hey, Tommy told me, he goes, you need to, if you guys want him, he works a real job. He has a real life. You guys need to sign him to a contract if you want him. He actually said he told them that. And that's why, I thought.
Okay. Well,
so
that
I'm not
sucks.
Even, it's weird. I'm not bitter about ECW. I'm bitter. It sucks that it ended because that was definitely our platform. Guys, people like me, people like you, that was our platform. That was our niche. I really believe that. I'm a little guy. I'm not a giant, There's guys that have made money in WWE not being giants, but I don't know if I was going to be one of them or not. I think ECW is my niche. I would love to have tried in WWE, but I'm not negative about any of it really, because everybody that got me to where I was, I'm just appreciative of that. It's funny because I've had this talk with Tommy, and I go, Tommy, I've made it further than a lot of people ever will. So I got to be happy about that. Like, I can't be a grumpy old man and think, oh, I should have been this and I should have been that. Nah, fuck that.
You took a chance.
I had a
you
great
took
time.
your chances.
I took my chances. I don't regret anything. I had a great time. I love my career.